Tonight, Seth Rollins is defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Jinder Mahal, and there's a real possibility that things are going to get crazy. Last week, Boozer from BWE tweeted this saying, Jinder wins due to Punk, Priest cashes in, Priest wins, Rollins fumes, next Raw rematch, wins it from Priest because Drew thinks Priest ruined his moment. There you go, full circle, let's have fun. I didn't think much of this because it seemed like he was just trolling and messing around. However, things are looking a bit more serious since BWE has been reporting that Damian Priest is close to cashing in, and WWE has extra pyro for tonight's episode of Raw. There's a real good chance that this tweet from last week is actually real. We could see two new world champions by the end of the night, and I don't know how to feel about this. If it gets back to Seth Rollins, then I guess I have no problem with this hot potato move. However, this would mean that Damian Priest would have a very short title reign, and that would only continue to hurt the Money in the Bank contract because in 2021, The Miz cashed it in only to be champion for a week, then Big E was champion for a few months before losing his belt to Brock Lesnar and never even getting a rematch. Austin Theory had an unsuccessful cash-in for the US Championship, not even the World Championship, and now Damian Priest will have a week-long reign after having a forgettable Money in the Bank run. This is concerning. The WWE has got to get the Money in the Bank right this year. As for Jinder winning, that is going to trigger a ton of people, most likely Tony Khan, so watch out for his Twitter. But anyways, I think we need some chaos in the WWE, and this is a perfect chaotic moment. The Attitude Era was full of stuff like this, so I really don't get too mad about it. We also could be getting trolled by the company. Triple H apparently had purple confetti on the day one episode of Raw. This could be another situation where he's trying to trick us into thinking that something's going to happen just so we tune in. I personally think it's happening though, but we gotta wait and see. We'll find out tonight in a few hours. Staying on the topic of the Judgment Day, R-Truth recently revealed who pushed for him to join the faction. He stated on Busted Open Radio this morning that it was Damian Priest that pushed for him to be a part of the Judgment Day segments. So we gotta thank Damian Priest for spicing things up with the Judgment Day. The group has been on fire ever since they introduced R-Truth to it, and he's even been a top merchandise seller for a reason. Everybody likes to see what's going on with R-Truth and the group. I can't wait to see what happens tonight and what shenanigans happen tonight during their tag team match. As we know from last week, the Wrestling Observer newsletter is reporting that Roman Reigns will not be at the Elimination Chamber PLE. There's a good chance that he might miss another big-time PLE after WrestleMania season. Here's what was reported on the Wrestling Observer newsletter recently. Roman Reigns is not on the Australia show. He's not on the Paris show for Backlash either, by the way. For fans over there, Roman's going to be wrestling at the Royal Rumble, and then his next big match, he could do a TV match, but he's going to wrestle at the Royal Rumble, and then his next match is going to be his WrestleMania match, and after that, I would presume it's going to be a Saudi or SummerSlam match. This is something that they're reporting now, but things can obviously change since the card is subject to change all the time. However, I wouldn't doubt it. Roman Reigns barely shows up, and it is honestly becoming a big problem. You cannot be the top star in the company and only show up maybe once every couple of months. That is not a good look. And when it comes to PLEs, I think it's very important that Roman Reigns does show up to these events, especially if they are international, because those fans don't get too many shows. It's a shame that the Tribal Chief has become such a part-timer to this level. It really is time to take that belt off of him, because I don't think he should be the world champion if he's barely showing up. While it's been reported that Roman Reigns will not be appearing in Australia for the Elimination Chamber PLE, there is a big name that has been announced for the show, and that man is CM Punk. I'm sure he's going to have a match for the show because WWE wants him to get ready for his big-time WrestleMania match with Seth freaking Rollins. There's a chance it might be Drew McIntyre because, as we remember last week, the two had a segment, but I do hope that that isn't the case because we don't need Drew McIntyre taking another huge loss. We gotta wait and see what WWE does, but for now, CM Punk is at that show, and that's all we know. Cody Rhodes recently said that he wants to be the face of the company. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, he said this. Now the question I keep asking myself is, who is the face of this place? That's what I want. That's another level I need to attain. I honestly think it's safe to say that Cody Rhodes is currently the babyface of the WWE. He is the face of the company. With Roman Reigns being a hardcore part-timer, I think that Cody really is the number one guy. Nothing will solidify that more than a big WrestleMania WWE title win, but we gotta wait because The Rock definitely changed a lot of things with this road to WrestleMania. Jinder Mahal recently spoke about his reaction to CM Punk's return. This is what he said. I have mixed emotions. The fan in me is excited for CM Punk's return. I'm excited for the matches. I'm excited to get in the ring with CM Punk, but I do see Seth Rollins' point because I was there in WWE when CM Punk was in WWE the last time, and Seth also has a point. But nonetheless, let's see what CM Punk does. Let's see his attitude and let's see his reaction. Last week, Cora Jade finally came back to WWE, and then she had a match at an NXT Live event, and it was reported that she was hurt, and now it's been reported today that she did indeed tear her ACL. That is horrible news. You never like to see a wrestler get injured like this. Her recovery time should be about 6 to 9 months, maybe even more. Hoping that she gets better soon, wishing her a very speedy recovery. Bayley is a current favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble. With the story of Damage Control playing out on TV, there's a real chance that she does win and has a singles match or maybe even a triple threat match with her original faction. Bayley responded to potentially winning the Rumble match saying this: "Winning the Rumble would be very, very, very cool, and I would get my first singles WrestleMania match ever. Getting a singles match for a championship is every wrestler's dream at WrestleMania, so I gotta do it. This is my year. This win is gonna feel so good. I've enjoyed heel Bayley for the last few years. She's done a great and phenomenal job. However, it is time to turn her babyface. She's gonna do really well in that role with her new character. It's developed so much more than just being a hugger, so I can't wait to see her win the Royal Rumble and then go on to become the women's champion at WrestleMania." Zac Efron recently spoke out about his respect for the sport of professional wrestling and the athletes themselves after starring in the Iron Claw. This is what he said on an Instagram post: "I have so much admiration and respect for the world of professional wrestling and to the sacrifice and dedication of the athletes. These guys tour for months, putting their bodies on the line every day to perform." That was really cool to see because you know what? Pro wrestling needs to be respected. The things these men and women do in that ring to entertain us is truly inspiring. So like I said, it's nice to see it being appreciated by others around the world and the entertainment world nonetheless. TMZ recently reported that Hulk Hogan helped a man who was in a car accident. There's even a photo of him with an NWO shirt. As much as everyone likes to hate on Hulk Hogan, it's nice to see him do some good. I'm hoping that everybody involved in that accident is doing okay and is fine. And to end this video, let's talk about how Sheamus recently revealed that his first title win was never supposed to happen. However, a man named John Cena was actually the one who pushed for it. This is what Sheamus said: "Up until that day, I was losing that match, but things changed. John Cena had a lot to do with it. Cena had a lot to do with what happened that day. It was like, this is someone I can do business with. This is someone I can go around and is a believable foe," which is what John needed. This is really cool to hear because that feud with John Cena really helped elevate Sheamus and really put him over with the audience, and winning the WWE title was awesome to see. I thought that his feud with John Cena was a lot of fun in the early 2010s, and honestly, I can't wait to see Sheamus get back in that ring and continue feuding with other people. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video.